Hi everyone, it's Joanne Fedler here, and this is my video series on running your own retreat, which I've called RINGS, Retreats to Inspire, Nourish and Grow the Spirit. So it's a kind of a rainy day here in Sydney today, and I have Archie with me. Archie is the kitten. He likes to photobomb, so you might see him running around at some point today. My tip today for people who want to run their own retreats is one of those very foundational issues that we have to think about when we want to run a retreat. A lot of people start with saying, how do I do this? How do I go about finding clients? How do I book the right venue? How do I know this? Should it be men and women, different ages? So people often come to me with hundreds of how to do it questions. And of course, how is really, really important. But until we've actually answered a couple of other questions, the how in a way doesn't really make sense. It becomes quite hard to answer the how questions because we don't have a kind of foundation of understanding what it is that we're offering. So I have a system which I teach, which I call the 5 rings of truth. And these are the 5 questions that I think we have to really get to grips with before we can make an offering of a retreat. And it has to be in this order, I think. This order is very helpful, shall I say. The first question you have to ask yourself when you want to run a retreat is not how, it's why. Why do you want to offer a retreat to your clients? It's a very particular offering, and it's really important for you to get clear about what you think is the reason that you want to take people away in an intimate setting and spend this kind of time with them. Why do you want to do it? So that is a real sort of internal connection of why. But there is another part to the why, which is why would people pay money to come away with you and spend a week or 10 days or however long away in your company, hearing what you have to say and learning from you? It's a really important question to answer because it's kind of the foundation of how you're going to now pitch it and how you're going to market this retreat to your clients. So get clear on the whys, why for yourself, but also very clear on why for your target market, for your ideal desired client, your IDC as I call it. Once you've got a grip on why you want to do it, the next logical question then becomes who is going to be interested in this offering that I have to make? Because once you've worked out the question of why somebody would want to come away on a retreat with you, that becomes the next question. Well, who then are these people who would come away with me? And that then, of course, gets you into that whole inquiry around exactly who it is you're pitching to. And that's when you start to think about, is it men, is it women, the ages, all those questions around your exact target market, your ideal desired customer. And when you go through that inquiry, you need to make a deep investigation of the problems that that particular person might have and how you are offering a solution to their problems. And while you're thinking about that, also think about your worst nightmare customer, exactly the kind of client you do not want on your retreat. And it might not be because they're difficult, it just might be because what it is you have to offer cannot respond to that person's needs at that particular time. So once you're clear then on why and who, the next question, and only the next question can be then is, well then what? What is it that I'm offering these people? If I'm clear on my why and why these people would come, I know exactly who would come, what is my offering? How can I meet those very particular people with what I'm offering? And so only really when we've come to grips with the whys and the whos can we really get into the nitty-gritty of the what. If you are offering a yoga retreat, what exact kind of yoga retreat are you going to be offering? You'll have a much better idea when you know exactly who your ideal desired customer is. And then once you've gone through those 3 questions, the why, the who, and the what, do you get to the where? Because once you know who's coming and what it is you're offering, if you know that you're meditating or you want to take people on a yatra, a walk, or you want people to meditate, or you need a writing space, or you need the sound of water, only then will you be able to answer the question, well, where is the most appropriate place? How can the place now meet exactly what I'm offering and to the exact people that I'm offering my retreat to? And only when we've gone through the why, the who, the what, and the where do we get to the how. All the how questions come in right at the end once we have worked through that Those, what I call those 5 rings of truth. So I hope that that's kind of a helpful way of thinking through what it is that you're doing when you're offering a retreat. And once you've worked through those 5 rings of truth, I feel quite sure that you will have a much clearer sense of what it is that you're pitching, what it is you're offering to the world. And then you can start to think about how you now find and make your market the people who want to come and participate in this amazing offering that you have to give. I will be offering lots more tips like this, so stay tuned.